Hello everyone, I am Professor Chirag Mewada, working at Amiraj College of Engineering in Mechanical Department, and today I am going to start the new subject, that is Mechanical Measurement and Metrology, which is offered in the fourth semester, and the subject code is 3141901. Now, this subject is, as an engineer, it is very much useful in every aspect, and it is the most required subject for you to learn if you want a good job, or you can say a white collar job, that is basically in the inspection section or the measurement type of activity which are involved. So if you want a good job, this subject is very much important. How good engineer you are is depending on this subject, because as an engineer, the measurement is very crucial for you to learn. And the metrology is a science which deals with the measurement. So it is in the generalized form. And the let me first discuss about the syllabus of the subject. Now, the measurement and metrology deals with the application of science in mechanical engineering. It provides means of assessing the suitability of measuring instruments, their calibrity or the calibration, which means then we have to assess the it provides means for the suitable measuring instruments, calibration, quality control of the manufactured product. Suppose you are manufacturing a part, then you have to first, before manufacturing, you will have to make the measurements. Okay, and after manufacturing also you are required to make the measurements, that whether the product is fulfilling the requirement or it is as per the dimension as we required or not. So that is very important. Now here, uh, the total lectures will be 4 and 2 hours of practical. I mean, which means I will be sending one lab and 4 lectures per week, and the total marks is the same as the all. Now, the first chapter is the introduction to metrology, linear and angular measurement. Now, metrology is a science which involves the all kinds of measurement. So that is the basic about the metrology, and then starts the important part, that is about the measurement. That is the linear or angular measurement. As engineer, you are supposed to make the linear measurements as well as the angular measurement. Now, in the metrology section, we will be studying about the definition, objective concept of metrology. What is the need of inspection? What are the principles, process, methods of measurement? What are the various methods for measurement? Then there is the classification and selection of measuring instrument and systems. What are the measurement instruments which are you are supposed to, what is the difference between accuracy and precision, error in measurement, system of measurement. Then there are the various standards, that are material standard, wavelength standard, subdivisions of standard, line and end standards, classification of standard, traceability, calibration of end bar and standardization. So this section involves basically the first the portion involves up to metrology portion, and then the measurement classification. And the second part involves here is about the gauges, slip gauges you might have seen or not. I will show you the slip gauges and what are the various standards on slip gauges, what are the method of selection of slip gauges, then the stack of slip gauges adjustment. So you will be learning about the slip gauges, and the another is measurement of angles, how to use sine bar, sine center, then angular measurement, autocollimator. These are the measurements of angles, such as straightness measurement, squareness measurement. So this is about the first chapter. When these are the topics involved in it, I will be discussing them one by one. Then in second chapter, you are supposed to learn about the system of limits, fixed and tolerances and gauging. Now, limit, fit, and tolerances, why they are necessary? As there will be parts which are, you will, if you are go to manufacturing any industry. So the parts are manufactured with some amount of tolerance in it, which means they are not specific in size. Every time you manufacture, there is difference, certain amount of difference in the size of that part. कोई भी पार्ट जब आप इंडस्ट्री में मैन्युफैक्चर करेंगे तो उसमें साइज में थोड़ा बहुत वेरिएशन तो आएगा ही. सो उसी की वजह से लिमिट, फिट एंड टॉलरेंसेस, देयर आर सर्टेन स्टैंडर्ड्स that have to be maintained so that the parts is accepted whether or it will be rejected if it's not pertaining the certain limit. Then the second portion involves about the comparators. Now, the comparators are basically used to compare one dimension with the other. Suppose we have a particular height, size of object, and we manufactured it as a standard part. Now that standard height is to be compared with the another object, or suppose we want to compare or calibrate some other part, whether our object is our gauge is working or not, or is there any error. So in the second chapter you will learn about the comparators and system of limit, fits and tolerances. Also some gauges are there, types of gauges you will be learning in that chapter. Third chapter involves the measurement of screw, thread, and gear. Now, why the measurement is required? Obviously, if the part is not measured, it will not fulfill its objective to fit. And as you know that the metal parts are very important to be measured so that they can fit perfectly. Now, how to measure the screw thread? That is also very crucial. How to measure the gears also. So, for that, you will study in this third chapter what is the two wire method, three wire method for measurement. Then, tool maker's microscope is there. Then, what is the gear tooth terminology and how to use the various tools or for measuring the gear terminology. So in the third chapter you will be learning about the measurement of screw thread and gear. Next chapter is the measurement system, basic concept of measurement methods. Now this is the chapter which used to suppose or come in the first chapter section, the definition and significance of measurement, then generalized measurement system, definition of accuracy, precision, calibration. There are certain definitions which are related to the instruments. Suppose there is one measuring instrument, so these properties are very crucial. What is the accuracy of that instrument, what is the precision, what is calibration, what is threshold, what is sensitivity, what is hysteresis, then repeatability, whether the then linearity, loading effect. So these are very crucial parameters which are checked for every instruments before conducting any measurement. So After that, checking what is the error in measurement, how to remove that error. Okay. And what are the classification error? Then there is transducers, various types of transducer. Basically the function, there are primary, secondary, electrical, mechanical, electronic. These are the various transducers you will study in this chapter. Then there is, this came last year, new portion over here, that is the intermediate modifying and terminating devices, in which there is the mechanical system inherent problem, then electrical intermediate modifying device, input circuitry, then ballistic circuit, electrical amplifier. Then there is terminating devices, cathode ray oscilloscope, oscillograph. Then there is advances in metrology. The This is very much important for you because this involves the advanced topic which are you be seeing in the industry where the high precision work is done, such as the that uses the concept of laser interferometer. What are the types application? Then basic coordinate measuring machine. The coordinates are to be measured in the every aspect. So I will show you one website of the Mititoyo, which is Japanese company, and it makes manufactures the measure all kinds of measurement instruments, and in fact it is the top company in the measurement industry, or in this side of meteorology. Mm, and the final chapter, fifth chapter, is force, torque, pressure, strain, and temperature measurement. And this is the you will learn how to measure force, torque, pressure, strain, and temperature in this chapter. So these are the uh, five chapters involved in this subject in the syllabus. Then some of the reference books you can refer is here, the Pearson publication. Then McGraw Hill publication is there. Then R.K. Rajput is there. Then Oxford University. This also book is good. So any of this book, D.S. Kumar, any of this book you can refer, whichever you can, whichever suits you. And the various experiments, total 8 experiments are there, and the equipments related to there, and there is one website for NPTEL course. So this is all about the syllabus. Now let us start with our subject, and the chapter number 1 is Introduction to Metrology, Linear and Angular Measurement. Now, first, before here the introduction, first of all, what is metrology? So basically, metrology is a science of measurement, and the metrology may be divided depending upon the quality, depending upon the quantity under considerable, into metrology of length, metrology of time, depending upon the field of application. It is divided into industrial metrology, medical metrology, extra. So metrology is not only related to the mechanical engineer. Okay, so don't misconfuse with that. Okay, so metrology involves the generalized as a science of measurement, that the involve all kinds of measurement, such as industry measurement, medical measurement. Okay, so metrology is divided depending upon the quantity under consideration. Now suppose there is length, so the metrology of length. Time, then it is time measurement, then it is called as metrology of time. So uh, can you guess what is the diameter of our hair? So how to measure it? Have you ever thought about that? how the dimensions of the planets are measured. So this involves, that is also a kind of metrology. Okay, that also involves in the metrology. Now, as we move further, then there is particularly as industrial metrology or medical metrology, there is engineering metrology, which is strictly restricted to the measurement of length, angle, and quantities which are expressed in linear or angular terms. As you know that the all kinds of measurement can be done with the length or angle measurement. Okay, and other quantities related to that. So basically, in engineering, you are supposed to measure only linear or angular in the most of the times, but the precision is very much required. For every kind of quantity measured, there must be a unit to measure it, and this will enable the quantity to be made measured in number of that unit. Further, in order to this, unit is followed by all. There must be universal standard, and the various units for various parameter of importance must be standardized. So to assure quality, measurement is required, and it is also necessary to see whether the result is given with sufficient correctness and accuracy for particular need or not. This will depend on the method of measurement, measuring devices used. So the method of measurement which you are supposed to use or measuring devices. Thus, in broader sense, metrology is not limited to length and angle measurement, but it is also concerned with the numerous problems, theoretical as well as practical related to measurement. So ब्रॉड सेंस में, हाँ, यहाँ पे मेजरमेंट करके ही हमको नहीं रुकना है। मेजरमेंट करने के बाद जो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं उनको भी सॉल्व करना है। दैट इज ऑल्सो मेजरमेंट रिलेटेड, जो भी प्रॉब्लम है मेजरमेंट रिलेटेड, सो दैट ऑल्सो इन्वॉल्व्स इन द मेट्रोलॉजी, such as the units of measurement and the standard which is concerned with the establishment, reproduction, conversion, transfer of units of measurement and their standard. नाउ व्हाट आर दी, कौन कौन से यूनिट्स है मेजरमेंट के लिए, फिर उनके स्टैंडर्ड कौन कौन से हैं, फिर उनको कन्वर्ट कैसे किया जाता है दूसरे स्टैंडर्ड में, और उसके लिए भी कौन से स्टैंडर्ड है। ठीक है, अनदर इज मेथड्स ऑफ मेजरमेंट बेस्ड ऑन agreed units and standards. What are the various methods of measurement? What are the agreed units and standards? Then there is errors of measurement that you are also supposed to compensate. Then the measuring instruments and devices, accuracy of measuring instrument and their care, industry inspection and its various techniques, then design, manufacturing, and testing of gauges of all kind. So this involves in the metrological or the inspection section. Now, what is the need for inspection? And why inspection is needed? As we know that the inspection, first, what is inspection? So inspection is checking all materials produced or components, parts at various stages during manufacturing, and it acts of comparing material, product, or component with some established standards. Okay, now in old days, the production was on small scale, so different component parts were made and assembled by same craftsman, and if the part did not fit properly, At the time of assembly, he used to make necessary adjustment in either matching part so that the each assembly functions properly. So therefore, it was not necessary to make similar part exactly alike or with same accuracy as there no need to inspection. सो जो पहले के जो क्राफ्टमैन थे वो रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से पार्ट को एडजस्ट कर सकते थे, ठीक है। बाद में अगर कोई पार्ट प्लस और माइनस हो रहा है, ठीक है, तो दे कैन एडजस्ट, बट नाउ डेज इट इज वेरी मच रिक्वायर्ड that this to attain the same accuracy. Here repeatedly I am using the accuracy and precision. Later on I will explain in the detail about these sub terms. Now, due to technological development, new production techniques have been developed. बहुत सारी नई टेक्नोलॉजिकल डेवलपमेंट हुई है और अ, मैं उसके बारे में एक्सप्लेन भी करूँगा. The products are being manufactured on large scale due to low cost method of mass production. So the hand fit method cannot serve the purpose anyway. So the modern industry mass production system is based on interchangeable manufacture when articles are to be produced on large scale. So in mass production, the production of a complete article is to be broken up into various components. Thus, the production of each component part becomes an independent process. The different components parts are made in large quantity in different shops. Some parts are purchased from other factories also and then assembled together in one piece. Therefore, it becomes essential that any part chosen at random should fit properly with the other part matching that too selected at random. सो जो भी पार्ट्स हैं मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री में लार्ज स्केल में प्रोड्यूस होंगे, ठीक है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री में नाउ वो सारे पार्ट्स हैं, ठीक है, उनका जो डायमेंशन है वो कंटिन्यूसली हम जो वर्कर है, ठीक है, वो रिपीटेडली मैन्युअली मेजरमेंट उसका पॉसिबल नहीं है. सो मास स्केल में कैसे मेजर करें और वो एक्यूरेसी से पार्ट कैसे प्रोड्यूस करें, ठीक है, दैट आल्सो इन्वॉल्व्स इन दिस. So here the metrology plays very important role and we will see how it is done. Further, this is possible only when the dimension of the component art are made with the close dimensional tolerances, and this is only possible when the parts are inspected at various stages during manufacturing. So the at various stages inspection becomes very crucial. When a large number of identical parts are manufactured on the basis of interchangeability, if their dimensions are actually measured every time, a lot of time will be required. Hence, to save the time, gauges are used and which can tell whether the part manufactured is within the precise prescribed limit or not. जो भी हम पार्ट मैन्युफैक्चर कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, वो प्रिस्क्राइब्ड लिमिट में है या नहीं है, वो हमको कैसे पता चलेगा? With the help of gauges. So this reduces very much our time. Thus, the need for inspection can be summarized as to ensure the part, material, or component conform the established standards. Whether the part or component, there is the part, then there is material, and there is component which conforms the established standard. Secondly, the to meet the interchangeability. Interchangeability, which means the changing part or component from one to another, then to maintain customer relationship with ensuring by ensuring no fault product, which means there is no fault in it. Okay, then the another is to provide means of finding out the shortcoming in manufacturing. The result of inspection are not only recorded but forwarded to the manufacturing department for taking the necessary steps so as to produce the acceptable parts and reduce scrap. So it helps to purchase good quality of raw material, tools, equipment, which governs the quality of the finished products. And it also helps to coordinate the function of quality control, production, purchasing, and other department of the organization. So these are the various uh, needs of the inspection, and in the main is to make the product compatible so that there is minimum loss, as the parts if produced with the precise accuracy, so there will be less chances of error in it, or there will be less scrap, and the product will be more acceptable. So the basic requirement here, the customer relationships are ensured, and the shortcomings in the manufacturing can be uh, overcome. Then the good quality of raw materials, then there is the quality in every aspect. So this is about the need for the inspection to take care of the defective part. So before ending our today's lecture, let me show you one website of the Metrology. So here it is a site of Metrology. You can refer. Now this is very advanced in terms of all kinds of measurement. To be made is to be measured, and here you can see this is the measurement machine. Here it is the, suppose one, this is the engine part, and these are the robotics technology. Robots are used for the measurement purpose, you can see over here. And there are the parts in the categories of all kinds of measurement instruments. Later on, we will discuss them one by one about the various measurement tools. These are the micrometers. What is the, then there is the calipers, vernier calipers. These are the gauges you can see over here. So you can refer this website and see in the details about the products also, that how much important. Here there are the products, all kinds of products here. Here it is the complete metrology is given, and the application you can see from here. So this is it for today's lecture. Thank you very much for listening me carefully. Have a nice day.